Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sashoni and welcome. Please like, comment and subscribe. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Japanese culture and history. This is part 1 of a 2-part series. Let's get started. Number 1, Tokyo. Tokyo is the world's biggest city economy. Tokyo started as a tiny fishing village called Edo. Up to 200,000 people lived there. Edo became Tokyo and the capital city around 1867. Tokyo was the first city in Asia to host the Olympic Games. That was in 1964. Today, the metropolitan area, including the satellite cities Yokohama, Chiba, Saitama, and others, has nearly 40 million inhabitants, more than the entire Canada. Canada has approximately 37 million people. Tokyo's population is 13 million, and Japan's population is approximately 126 million. Number 2, Nara. Over 1,300 years ago, in 710 CE, Nara was Japan's first capital and a global cultural center. Before Nara, the capital city was impermanent and moved regularly depending on new rulers and for superstitious reasons. For example, if there was a natural disaster, it might have been seen as a good idea to move the city to keep the gods happy. Nara is literally full of temples. In old days, these were not just religious buildings, they were centers of government and education. 1,200 extremely cute wild deer also roam freely in Nara. Deer has a special place in ancient Japanese culture as messengers of the gods, and according to legend, Nara is protected by these deer. Divine or not, the deer are always hungry. They even bow to beg for snacks from visitors. Luckily, you can buy shikasembe. Don't come from my pronunciation, but this is deer biscuits. Number 3, Yasuke. He was the biggest and strongest man in old Japan. He was a man from Africa who came to Japan in 1579 as the bodyguard of a European missionary. He was soon picked out and employed by the most popular man of the period, the famous warlord Oda Nobunaga. Yasuke was 188 centimeters and was said to have the strength of 10 men. He was also handsome, funny, and intelligent. He was soon promoted and became a samurai, the first foreign man in history. So the first foreign man in history to become a samurai was a black man. How awesome is that? Number 4, sushi. The most famous Japanese food is probably sushi. Sushi is rice seasoned with vinegar, sugar, and salt, topped or mixed with other ingredients. Toppings include ultra-fresh raw fish, egg, seaweed, vegetables, and seafood. The most common type is nigiri sushi, dainty bite-sized rice topped with sliced vegetables. Number 5, Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is Japan's tallest mountain and an active volcano. The last eruption was in 1708. Mount Fuji is approximately 3,776 meters tall and is in the prefectures of Shizuoka and Yamanashi. Several 100,000 people climb Mount Fuji during the summer climbing season each year. Most go at night so as to be at the summit in time for the sunrise. Most people take around 4 to 10 hours to get to the top. Climbers will find that Mount Fuji is a lot less pretty up close. Rocky and lava strewn, a bit like an alien planet. Fuji's peak is white in winter and black without snow in summer. In autumn, sometimes the setting sun makes a red Fuji. Number 6. Asakusa. Asakusa is dominated by sensoji, dating from 645 CE and commemorates the Buddhist spirit of compassion, Kannon. It is the most visited spiritual site in the world, with over 30 million annual visitors. There is a long street of souvenir stalls and eateries before you reach the entrance of the Sensoji temple. Number 7. Brazilians. The 185,000 Brazilians in Japan is the largest Portuguese-speaking community in Asia. Portuguese is the fourth most used language in Japan. So why are there so many Brazilians in Japan? Well, in the 20th century, many Japanese immigrated to Brazil, and in the 1980s, when Japan had a labor shortage, the government invited their descendants to return to Japan. There are Brazilian festivals, churches, newspapers, supermarkets, bars, and community centers. Number 8. Ginza, the place of silver. Ginza is one of the world's most elegant and luxurious shopping districts. 400 years ago, Japan produced 1/3 of the global silver. Ginza was a silver center and an expensive shopping area developed nearby. In the 1920s, the Ginza department stores were the first public buildings in Japan to ask customers not to remove their shoes when entering the building. It was a shock at first, but soon other public buildings followed. Ginza Apple Store was the first outside of the USA. And now for bonus information. In 2018, there were 120,000 Japanese restaurants around the world, 60% in Asia, mostly in China. Mount Fuji is one of Japan's 3 holy mountains. The goddess of the mountain lives in a cave called Hitoana, said to be a gate to hell. Thank you guys for watching the entire video. Stay tuned for part 2. Please turn on your notification bell after you have subscribed so that you can get notified when part 2 is uploaded. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.